All right, we'll go ahead and get started. A reminder, there are no recordings during the press conference. Please silence all cell phones and electronic devices, and make sure to give your name and affiliation when you get the mic to ask a question. We're joined by Duke head coach Marissa Young and players Anna Gold and Kelly Torres. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach Young and then go to questions to players. Players will leave, and then we'll just go to questions for just Coach Young. So if you have an opening statement, Coach Young, feel free.
Yeah, obviously a really tough loss, but I am just filled with so much pride and joy. So proud of these girls and the way that they came back today and competed, and I felt like the world got to see what Duke softball was about. We're a play away from still being out on the field, battling with Alabama. And, Anna is struggled a little bit this season, and to see her come up big and make adjustments on the big stage and come up big when we needed her most, that is just so special. And Cassidy Curd threw a gem in the circle, and to have her back next year, I just continue to look at how bright the future is for Duke softball. Kelly has been just a rock for us behind the plate all year long with our battery, and really glad to see our seniors be able to accomplish their goal, which was to be here at the World Series and go out on top.
All right, questions for players? Here we go. Front row left.
Hi, Cindy Supley, Softball America. Anna, I want to start with you. I got to talk to your mom, who was given your home run ball, and she was over the moon. What has that been like, just to be able to go through this journey with your team, but then also the family and all the supporters with you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so grateful and fortunate enough to have family that's able to travel and see me play almost every weekend, and they've just made so many sacrifices for me to be where I am today, so seeing them in the crowd just fills my heart with so much joy.
Kelly, Coach said it best, that your class really has went out on top. Can you kind of reflect on what's made Duke so special?
Yep, Coach holding us to the same standard from day one. It's cool to come out as the most decorated class in Duke softball history, and 7 years is a very young program, so this isn't the last you're going to see of Duke softball.
All right, we'll now go to the front row right.
Jaden Watson-Fisher, Raleigh News and Observer. Kelly, you've been here since 2021, and I know that you were recruited, so you've been around the program for a while. When you look back on this year specifically, what would you tell the younger version of you after all of this?
I'd say the hype is real. It's unbelievable. Duke softball is amazing, and not even being an athlete, but being a student at Duke as well. You're surrounded by excellence everywhere in the classroom with professors. Just everyone is wanting to be excellent, and it's an atmosphere I've never been in before. And I'm going to carry that with me forever I go. Duke softball is always going to be a part of me. And looking left and right, there's never going to be a group of girls that I'll love more.
More questions for players? Okay, go front row left.
Brady Vernon, Softball America. Anna, as someone that's going to come back next year, how do you guys keep this momentum going?
Yeah, I think just knowing that we have a very similar group next year and just carrying that into the season, knowing that we can compete at this level, just trying to make it even further next year, I think that's going to help us as well.
All right, we're going to front row left now to Jenny.
To both of you, I know we're just seeing a snapshot of you right now, but lots of times we see big tears and just overwhelming sadness. I don't get that sense from you all. Maybe I'm wrong, but what are the emotions as you think about just what you guys have done and what, maybe Anna, as you mentioned, sort of what you might be able to do from here after this appearance?
Yeah, our goal for this year was to make it to the World Series, and I think especially for this senior class, they're so deserving of it. They have just led our team so well. Ever since I stepped on campus, they have been there for me every step of the way, and I'm so happy that we could do it for them their last year. They deserve it so much.
Yeah, I'd say the tears that you see could be confused with sadness, but it's pure joy. Like ending here, seeing my family in the crowd, how many people come out to softball and to watch this sport, it's joy. Like I couldn't think of a better way to end my career.
More questions for players? Okay, I think that'll wrap it up. Thank you, Anna. Kelly.
Yeah.
Questions for Coach Young? Okay, start front row left with Jenny.
Marissa, can you just love a little bit more on your senior class and the fact that they were freshmen the first time you guys make the postseason, and now here they are in Oklahoma City for the first time?
Yeah, they were, I'm sure like most freshman classes, eyes wide open. They didn't have a clue of what they didn't know. And for a lot of them, their role wasn't what they wanted it to be right from the start. And just their unwavering commitment to our program, the love and desire to grow and learn and get better, to stay committed to the process is really what has enabled them to grow, but also them to lead by example. And continue to take our program to the next step year after year. So I'm just super thankful, especially in today's world of, seeing the transfer portal. Like, we would not be here if it wasn't for the commitment and steadfast, commitment from our senior class of staying true to it and, continuing to be gritty and elevate themselves.
All right, we'll go to the third row on the right, Cliff.
Yeah, Coach, I know it's raw, but if you could put it in perspective, you guys made a lot of history here, both you personally and the team. If you could put those two things in perspective.
I'm sure it won't hit us until we get back home to Durham and, step back out on our field and see that Women's College World Series logo on the outfield wall. But we're really just trying to enjoy. It's been a lot of hard work and sacrifices over the last 7 years to get us to this point. So I'm thankful that I feel like it's paid off in so many ways, not just getting to this point, but again, seeing the growth in the players on and off the field gives me a lot of joy. And I'm looking forward to the future. It's been a tough road as a new program, but we're here, and just look forward to continuing to build from this.
Here we go. Front row left, or right, sorry.
Katie Windabama Central. Coach, what was kind of the challenge for your offense once Kayla Beaver entered in the circle for Alabama?
I mean, it's a different look. And, being able to flip the switch and make adjustments quickly. She's elite and was really getting in on the left-handed hitters, and they're working to make adjustments. We just sort of ran out of time.
We'll stay on the front row right.
Marissa, the girls have all talked this week about their families being here, but for you, what was it like to see your daughters and your husband in the stands today?
Yeah. Overwhelming. I think my family has sacrificed so much for me to be a college coach on this level and to be a mom of 4. There's a lot of nights and days and activities that I couldn't be at because I was working hard for this program. And so they've sacrificed a lot along the way for me to get here. So for them to be here, to enjoy this and take it all in with me is really, really special. And also for my daughters, their teams are here now playing. And so for them to have the opportunity to sit in the stands as a fan and take this all in as preparation before they get to college, I think is invaluable. So I'm just thankful for this opportunity for the family to enjoy.
All right, we'll go front row left now, right here.
Kind of on that same wavelength, just being year 7, you still have an alumni base that made the trip out here. What has that meant to you?
So special. The fact that they are, to me, using their own money as young adults to come support us is incredible. And I think the bond that they have as a group, being the pioneers in this program, is a bond that, is indescribable. But they are a big part of why we're here. They laid the foundation. They did the hard work. They took the risk on coming to a new program before any of this happened. So I'm so glad that they get to be here and enjoy this with us.
All right, we'll stay on the front row left with Jenny.
Marissa, I asked Patrick about how it changed their program after they made their first Women's College World Series. He says it was, practically immeasurable. As you think about players like Cassidy, you've got a lot of them coming back, really. Just what's your hope that, the impact that this might have on that group?
They're going to be hungry, first and foremost. And I think that we've seen that every year when we've come up short at the end of our season and they wanted the next step. They come back on a mission the next season. And so I'm excited for our first team meeting because I already know that this group is going to come back ready with a list of things that they want to do better and get us to the point where we're back here and able to win a game. hopefully it should make recruiting a little bit easier, and continue to just move us forward, opening eyes to what Duke softball is all about.
Any more questions? All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.